Greetings, everyone. This is Justin Cole, Senior Regulatory Compliance Advisor here at Mitratech Continuity. Welcome to our RegFacts briefing for the month of September 2025, where we cover all of the action in the world of United States federal financial institution regulatory compliance. Expert analysis-driven reg alerts have been issued to our clients on the following items in order to help them to keep up to date and on top of their regulatory change management processes. Overall, we had 23 Reg Advisor alerts published during the month, 2 of which were final rule alerts, 7 of which were action alerts, 3 of which were proposed rule alerts, 11 of which were info alerts. Throughout these 23 issuances, the Regulatory Operations Center team, the ROC, achieved an 87% compression rate, meaning that we took 171 pages of regulatory content and we compressed that down to 22 pages that our clients would have to review in order to keep abreast of the changes in the regulations. We had 87 compliance questions answered during the month through our compliance question and answer feature. We had 17 state alerts issued. We had 3 enforcement action alerts issued, 2 of which involved individuals. The fines on these enforcement actions aggregated to $46.7 million. You can ask your account manager how to add Reg Advisor State and enforcement actions to your subscription. And for the regulatory compliance and question and answer feature, this comes as a free part of your subscription. Digging deeper into the rules or the issuances that generated alerts, first up, we had a final rule regarding the FCC's final rule from 2024 regarding prior express written consent provisions under the Telephone Consumer Protection Act, TCPA. There was a court ruling that vacated the final rule from 2024. And so this new rule is making that effective in the regulation, or should I say codified in the regulation. It's effective August 29, 2025. Next up, the Homebuyers Privacy Protection Act. We had a final rule on that. It amended the Fair Credit Reporting Act to generally prohibit credit reporting agencies from selling mortgage loan applicant information to lenders. This is effective March 4th, 2026, with mandatory compliance also coming March 4th, 2026. We had our action alerts for the month. First up is one from FinCEN, issued FIN-2025-A003 on Chinese money laundering networks. There was also a financial trends analysis that was simultaneously issued with this alert from FinCEN that focuses on patterns and trends in Bank Secrecy Act data linked to suspected Chinese money laundering networks. Is effective August 28, 2025. FinCEN also did an issuance on border information sharing, FIN-2025-G001, which encourages financial institutions to participate in cross-border information sharing to help combat various anti-money laundering / countering the financing of terrorism threats. It's effective September 5th, 2025. Next up, another action alert, this one from the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. They issued 2 bulletins related to politicized or / unlawful debanking. And this is effective September 8, 2025. Such activities may impact licensing and Community Reinvestment Act CRA ratings. Next up, FinCEN with another issuance, FIN-2025-NTC2, to assist financial institutions in identifying and reporting suspicious activity related to financially motivated sextortion. This is effective September 8, 2025. FinCEN again did one on a geographical targeting order requiring certain money service businesses to report and retain records related to currency transactions of $1,000 or more, but less than $10,000. This increases a previous $200 lower limit that was established in the GTO that expired on September 9, 2025. This new order is effective September 10, 2025, with mandatory compliance on September 10, 2025 as well. OFAC published a new unblocking transfer report form that financial institutions have the option to use to report unblocked or transferred property. This is effective September 19th, 2025. The EFTA Regulation E, there was a public law signed by the president, which imposes a 1% excise tax on certain remittance transfers that are made on or after January 1st, 2026. And this affects some of the disclosures in Reg E. This is effective January 1st, 2026. Next up, we had our proposed rules. The CFPB issued a proposed rule to clarify the standard used for designating non-banks for supervision. Comments are due on this September 25th, 2025. We had a proposed rule from the FDIC to provide insured depository institutions flexibility by amending digital signage requirements for deposit-taking channels, as well as ATMs and other electronic remote facilities. Comments are due on this October 20th, 2025. Another proposed rule from the CFPB to request comments and data relating to implementation of Section 1033 with regard to who can serve as a representative of a consumer, the assessment of fees by a covered person, data security, and data privacy. CFPB intends to extend the compliance dates on the current final rule in this as well. Comments are due October 21st, 2025. Now we have our slew of information alerts. FDIC did a financial institution letter 41-2025 that revises the Consumer Compliance Examination Manual to remove references to disparate impact. This is effective August 29, 2025. We had similarly from the NCUA 25-CU-04 to announce removal of all disparate impact related references. This is effective September 4th, 2025. And next up, we had the NCUA again announce via an email that it updated its automated cybersecurity evaluation tool. This is effective September 16th, 2025. The NCUA also did an issuance regarding their simplified CECL tool. This is from September 2025 update. This is effective September 22nd, 2025. Next up, we have the FDIC did guidance on helping victims of severe weather. One was issued related to South Dakota, and one was related to Wisconsin. These were effective September 23rd, 2025. And NCUA announced via 25-CU-05 that it will no longer examine credit unions for reputation risk. Also, a news release was issued with this that it will no longer assign ratings to risk categories for its examination and supervision program. This is effective September 25, 2025. The OCC issued a bulletin 2025-21 to inform institutions of decreased fees and assessments for the September 30th, 2025 assessment collection. This is effective September 30th, 2025. The Federal Reserve Board published a semi-annual regulatory agenda for the period from July 25th through December 2025. The agenda only contained one item, which was a planned proposed rule related to source of strength. Comments are due on this March 23rd, 2026. The Treasury published their semi-annual regulatory agenda for spring 2025, listing rules it expects to review or proposals would expect to issue recommendations. The items we covered were those that were in proposal or final rule processing stages. The FCA, Farm Credit Administration, updated several portions of their examination manual, as well as created a new work paper for examiners. This is updated August/September 2025. That's it for this month. Please join us again next month where we will cover the October issuances. Have a great rest of the day. Thank you again for joining us.